funny how in the UK we can often find the worst in things. It's too hot, too cold, too wet, too dry. When someone asks us, how are you? We say, oh, not too bad. Or how's work? Oh, it's so busy. We don't take compliments very well either. Someone gives you a compliment and you say, oh, this old thing, or even worse, what do they want? This is just the way we've learned to think over time. Imagine back when you were in grade 5 and you learned long division for the first time. Imagine you'd done really well and you found it easy. So you had your test at the end of the week and you came out and all your friends said, oh, how did you do? And you said, oh, I did really, really well. I think I really like maths and I really like the teacher. What happens? Well, straight away, you get put down. So what happens the next week? You learn when you come out to say, oh, I hate maths, I hate the teacher. So from the beginning, pretty much every day of your life, you've been punished for success and rewarded for failure. Another thing we do in the UK is define ourselves by what we do. When you go to a party, the first thing you ask someone is, what do you do? Oh, I'm a such and such. Unfortunately, that doesn't really represent who we are, but we start thinking of ourselves simply by what it is that we do rather than who we can be. One of the other big problems in the UK is that we define our happiness or our satisfaction by the things that we own, the things that we have, or the things that we don't have. This is a real problem. When you define your happiness by the car that you drive or the car that you don't drive, the job that you have or the job that you want, it means that you'll never really be happy. We also have a problem with making ourselves happy by effectively spying on others. We have a voyeuristic society where we watch reality TV and we read celebrity magazines, and we make ourselves feel good at the expense of other people. This isn't healthy. With what feels like a constant barrage of bad news about the economic climate, things that are happening in the world, combined with the stuff that's going on for you at the LSE and the changes that are happening in your life, it must be very easy to feel that things are out of control, feeling stressed, potentially even feeling that you hate your job. So with all the negative things that happen in our workplaces, or at least our perceptions of those negative things, it's quite easy to forget about some of the positives. The workplace environment can actually be a very, very exciting place to be for many reasons. There's a potential for challenge. There's a potential for learning new things. And it's very important throughout our lives that we're able to continue to learn new things. There's the opportunity to work with other people, and there's the opportunity to take pride in what you do. Most importantly, it gives you a chance to develop some of the things that you're not potentially good at, and to get better at the things that you are already good at doing. So it's easy to forget, with all the potential negatives in the workplace, about some of the good things, the positives that we can actually do. Some of the more important things that you can consider in the workplace is to understand that it's good for you in many, many ways. You can develop your strengths. You can work on the things that you aren't so good at. You can interact with other people. You can have meaningful work if you try. You can take pride in the things that you can do. And more importantly, you can challenge yourself and continue to learn things throughout our lives. One of the things that's particularly problematic is that a lot of us forget that we need to learn new things. We keep doing the same thing every day, over and over again. In a workplace environment, it's possible to expose yourself to new things and to learn new activities, to challenge yourself and to develop yourself.